Max is spoiled. All right, we're about to get the engine in, but first we're gonna mess with the oil cooler. Let's go. Are we live? Perfect. Part of the issue that we determined happened with the old engine was that my stock oil, the 10W30, was getting a little bit too warm. Not to the point where we were having issues, we thought, but it was getting a little bit too thin. And with the stock clearance on the bearings and everything that we were having, obviously it was no bueno. So we wanted to add a little bit of insurance and separate the coolant temperature from the oil temperature itself, so the coolant isn't heating up the oil like it does in the stock application. So I went ahead and ordered an Evo 8 oil filter housing, which does not have that sandwich plate to incorporate the coolant temp, cooling the oil and doing all of that stuff. Bonus points, it's downward firing, so it gets the filter a little bit further away from the exhaust, which will help. And then we're going to also cool the oil with, give me that, an external air oil cooler itself. Got a 29 row, I counted them myself. So we're gonna make a bracket. We'll probably put it, you know, somewhere in the VATS area down there. We're gonna make a bracket, mount it up, and then a couple 10AN lines to it. And that should give us the insurance that we want to separate it, make sure we manage those temps a little bit better. Do it once, do it right. This is the second time.
Yeah.
So let's get to it.
Are we gonna make a bracket?
We're gonna make a bracket.
All right, we'll be bracket.
Bracket with the bracket.
With the bracket.
Bracket. We got the oil cooler in. We got that done. I think it's looking really good. We were able to use some existing holes to mount. Don't worry, that is chrome, so it's secure. Made a rib nut there, and then, you know, did that little thing. Those threads were no bueno, and it's just mounted there. So, I mean, I'm actually like,
yeah, it's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. We did do the angle because as we were mounting up the actual flipper, as we mounted up the bumper there, the little ducting that goes in, the bottom of that ducting hits right about there. So at the angle, you know, if it was straighted, it'd hit right there-ish. So more surface area is more cooler, which we want.
Yeah.
So
when we put the bumper on, we'll show you. And if it's not cool enough, or if the air's not going in enough,
we'll look at maybe making some ducting just to force the air to have to go through this whole area. And then if we need to, incorporate a fan. I'm not necessarily convinced that I'll have to, but, we can if we need to.
We also did need to redesign our intercooler piping.
Yeah, it went through and it ended up being this far out.
Yeah.
Had to go underneath. I didn't like it. We used what we had. That was kind of always the stuff with Snoopy was, what do we have? Let's see the best that we can do, and we did. But now I'm gonna get a little bit longer of an elbow, and this is just going to basically punch right through there. I'll get a new piece and be able to just send it right through right there.
Yeah.
And it'll...
Because we've got to redesign the intercooler piping anyway, for what reason?
Because I've, you know, the last year when I got a new exhaust manifold, I'm getting a new exhaust manifold. The DMP, it's worked great. I was very happy with it. It
fixed our top end issue.
Performance was fine. What we didn't realize happened is it actually pushed the turbo out further away from the block and further towards the passenger side.
Yeah, here's a comparison of the two.
Yes. So what I did was I'm going to go ahead and go with, I'm getting the exhaust manifold. I sent him my turbine housing. He's getting me the O2 housing and the downpipe. So all of that is going to be from him. It's going to work perfectly.
Why do we need a new downpipe?
because the other one cracked. Here's a picture of that. We started hearing that through last season, and it just progressively got worse to the point where it was just
that part in the middle, that is not a flex section.
Not anymore.
That
was custom by somebody else.
Yeah.
They shall remain nameless because I don't know their name.
Yeah, you don't know.
But we're just getting all good, all new, all
So we were gonna have to adjust our intercooler piping anyway because the turbo is not gonna be sitting where it was.
Correct, yeah.
So we might as well redesign this whole pipe.
Gonna do little adjustments, and with doing this, we're just gonna grab a couple pieces. It's really not gonna be that much.
That'd be cool.
I really like this. I can't wait to see how it performs.
Yeah.
That's about as big as I think we could have fit in that space.
We did test with the bumper, and the bumper's like clear out here.
Yeah.
So
we're
surprising.
gonna get a couple like 150 degrees fittings to send it yonder towards LeBlanc. It'll be cool.
It'll be cool. We're gonna relocate the horn to the passenger seat footwell.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's where the wires are.
Ejectocito, cuz.
No, we'll find a place for the horn.
Maybe right there-ish. Who's to say?
Who's to say? That works there.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yep. Nice. Hey, Coop.
It's annoying. Hey.
Yeah, what's that?
I got a Magnus clutch slipper.
Whoa.
From Tuners. Cool dude named, I don't remember. Sent it over to me.
You want your clutch to slip?
Correctly.
Oh.
So part of the issue, I think, last year, we saw consistently my 60 foots were just not doing, they were getting actually worse. Part of it, I think, was because the clutch wasn't handling the horsepower, but then part of it might have been me. So we decided to go ahead and get a clutch slipper. Now we were deciding on where we wanted to mount it. We believe we've ended up right in the here area.
That looks nice.
That way we can turn the knob, do the things, and do it, because we're already sending our line all the way over here. It's in line. So we're just cutting the ground right now. That way we can hide it back there. We're gonna do some wiring.
Yeah, we're gonna do some cool wiring. Basically, it'll be like having an arm switch.
Yeah.
And as soon as you exceed a certain speed, it shuts off. So it doesn't happen in the next gear.
Right.
But,
yes.
But
we'll show that.
If you don't know how this works, basically what it does is it limits how fast the clutch pedal comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
so
not
as
the pedal, the actual release of the clutch.
Yeah, so as you turn this in, it's actually limiting the amount of brake fluid, clutch fluid that can go through here, limiting the speed at which the slave cylinder depresses and engages the clutch. That way you can get a consistent engagement each time. You set it for the specific track, set it for the street, whatever. That way you can just dump and it does the gradual thing for you.
Yeah. So that'll sit in line to our clutch line from the master to the slave cylinder. And then it gets energized with just 12 volts. So we will run that to our switch setup that we're going to do, and then we'll have another thing from Link controlling it. But
right.
We'll get to that. Right now we're trying to figure out mounting so we can make sure we order the right fittings and hoses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to do that. So let's cut some wires.
Sweet.
But we got the wiring done for the clutch slipper. Go show them.
So yeah, we got it mounted and wired. The ground just goes to the bolt that it's mounted with, and the positive wire goes down to a little wire down there.
He's so good at explaining
for
things.
The cruise control.
Cruise control. So now to hook it up, run it, all I have to do is push a little button right in there.
Oh, did you hear that?
Hear that? And it gives me a little indicator light, and then it can shut right off. But we don't want to have to shut it off ourselves. What you might know also about the cruise circuit is that it gets shut off with the brake. So.
Oh, we don't want that.
No. So we're going to bypass the clutch or the brake switch.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't do that. We will interrupt ground on the actual switch itself with the ECU, and we will tell the ECU when to disengage it. In lift ground, we're going to be doing that with speed. So over like 3 miles an hour, something like that, once I actually get going 5 miles an hour, I don't know. Then it will disengage it so that on my next shift, it doesn't try and slip it again. So all I'll have to do at staging is click it on once it's off, click it on once I'm there, and then the brakes, do all that, And once I get up to speed, it will not do it again, and I'll be able to complete my passes as normal.
And then also, if you get up to the line and you want to disarm it, you can just hit off right there.
And I can try and just do it all racer mod and not do good.
Yeah. So that's how it's wired. Here's a diagram if you want to copy it. It's pretty simple. The wire's already run through the harness, which is nice. So if you haven't cut off and pulled all that out, you can use this green wire. But yeah, so this, we just need to plumb it, and we've ordered the lengths. So that'll look...
Some guys on eBay.
Yeah, some eBay ones, and then it's done. Then we have to vacuum bleed it.
Yes, both with it engaged and disengaged.
Nice. And hopefully it works. All right, this is going to be stupid.
I mean...
Wait. A little drooly.
Oh, a little drooly.
Depends
on your definition of stupid. Like, not smart?
If it goes well, it was awesome. If it doesn't, it was stupid.
All right, ready?
Yep.
I've got my side.
Okay.
We're going over here. So that there. All right. Who put an alternator right there? Right there. Okay.
Yeah, hop in there.
I'm gonna hop in there. Trying to find a good place to. All right. Yeah. See?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Painted cardboard, it's like ice.
Is this painted?
It's painted.
Oh, yeah. We go. Look at that. Underdoggy.
All right, so we've got a nut, a couple bolts. So let me get it a little closer to you.
Nice.
Jack?
Yeah.
Oh, my back.
Your neck, your back?
I'm not going to finish that because this is a family-friendly channel.
It is.
Okay.
You got it balanced?
Yeah. Nope.
Don't do it this way, everyone.
Okay.
We need to scoot back.
Scoot it back. Go down a little bit.
Need to go back just a little bit.
Okay. You want a nut?
Can you lift up? I'm going to reposition the jack.
I think you're going to need to put a bolt in there.
Okay.
You know what? Reposition the jack over to this side.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But you've got to support that end.
I am. Ow.
Okay.
All right. See?
Yeah, see? See?
Engine lift too.
Who needs
and lift.
Who needs a engine lift?
Whoops.
Wow.
Well, at least I know.
You know, the only way to get more mounts on this is by putting the transmission on, right? Just saying.
Shut up.
Guess we're putting the transmission on.
Shut up.
Today.
Shut up.
Okay, I don't think it was stupid.
No.
That was really not bad at all.
I'm breathing heavy, but it's just because I'm out of weight. I'm out of weight. I'm out of weight. I'm not out of weight.
Are you now?
Surplus.
You have a surplus of weight?
Surplus. That was easier than I feared.
Yeah, that was not bad at all. It was the painted cardboard, like you said. Okay, so now we can do the rear main seal housing and clutch flywheel transmission.
Whoopah!
And then we can get the transmission mount on, and then the engine will be in.
Yes.
And then we'll be able to use the jack to do the timing stuff. We can put the head on and apply directly to the forehead. Wow, look at that.
The engine's in.
It is.
Transmission's in.
The clutch is in there too.
I promise.
Here's a picture.
But yeah, so we got that in. One thing we didn't mention is while we were having everything disassembled, I went ahead and got the boosted fabrication rear transmission, the rear roll stop, because I was running. Shut off. I was running just the no good one. Look at all that wiggle. Look at all that wiggle with the inserts, which they served their purpose, but
This is the only reason you're 60 foot slow. It's that.
That was it.
That's
so
it.
we did all of this to reach that.
Yep.
Because
that'll fix
easier.
your 60 foot.
Yeah, but I got it in. So now it's good to start pretty much.
Yeah, it'll start.
Just a
So we got the head to do,
well,
obviously, and we're going to do some stuff in the back before the head's in the way.
Yeah.
Or at least before the intake manifold's in the way.
Right. It'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah, we might, if we get it all done, we might put the intake manifold on the head and then just put that all in together.
Right. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But big milestone.
Yeah.
Super happy.
I'd be real happy to close the engine up today.
I would be really happy to. Yes.
So let's try for that.
Get to it.
All right. Okay, where are we at?
We are at the car. So obviously we got the head on. We were able to do quite a bit more. We got all the timing components done. That's all done. We're just waiting on one belt because it's missing. We were able to completely finish plumbing the oil cooler.
Oh yeah, why?
We got the oil cooler plumbed. The 25-row radiator there with some AN lines run in there. So oil temp and everything will be independent of the coolant. I like it. It feels nice. It feels clean.
It's how Evos are, and they're better. Someone said that.
Yeah. Got the intake manifold on and the fuel rail.
Yeah.
We were mocking up plumbing of the fuel lines, and
It's just tucked all nice.
it's just tucked all nice right there. It almost looks like I'm doing the Bluetooth fuel mod.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
'cause
wireless fuel.
Wireless fuel.
We got the JM Fab. Looking so good.
I'm gonna leave it like
That'll
this.
match this valve cover really well.
Yeah.
Not this one.
The other one.
The other one.
The good one. This one's sacrificial. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
This one's for tools.
Correct. It's the toolbox.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna leave it bare because obviously it'll match. So that's good. We're waiting on the throttle body right now because I am buying some other goodies for it that'll come later.
Ooh.
So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get the cooling side done. We're going to get the thermostat housing put on. And this video is not sponsored by, but we would love for it to be sponsored by
Definitely capable to be sponsored by.
AO Customs.
Yeah.
Got multiple orders from him because I can't just buy everything at once. If you're going to buy stuff, buy all of it. Just click on his
just
website
get everything
and say
he has.
buy because you're going to end up doing
You're
it.
gonna need it.
He's so nice. He even sends little handwritten
Oh,
notes.
wow.
Look at that heart.
Oh, that's nice.
It looks like he did it in a rush because he just really wanted it to be there. I know.
Sean's a nice guy.
He's such a nice guy. So definitely not sponsored, but we've got some reusable gaskets from him.
That'll be nice.
So
we're prepped and ready.
Yeah, we got those cleaned. The other parts over somewhere there. So these will, do things, be things, and it'll work great.
And then the water pipe's over there, and the coolant system will be
Pretty much done, other than the radiator, which we're just going to wait on until we get the exhaust and everything figured out.
We're waiting on someone whose name starts with a C.
C.
All right, let's get to work. Let's get to work.
Little seal.
Okay, so we got the coolant system updated.
Yeah, got the thermostat housing put on. Yes, I know water pipe's ugly. Those are ugly. I have a plan for later, but for right now, priorities are priorities. So that'll be a next year thing. For now, it'll be fine. Got that back on. All's well that ends well with that. We got the injectors put on as well. Finished up the fuel lines, as you can't see, which is the point.
Yeah.
Run behind, doing things, little swoopties. I like swoopties, and I'm happy with it so far. We also did run the hydraulic lines for the clutch slipper, as you can see. I decided to go with the black coated 3AN lines. That way they disappear to be seen and make it a little bit more of a smooth to the eye thing.
So it goes from the master in here and then out of here to the slave right there.
Yeah,
Looks really good.
Set a predetermined amount of time to slip the clutch and then whenever we want, I suppose. So it'll be good. And now I'm just finishing up putting the throttle body on with our new fast idle air valve delete from Craftworks Industries.
Ooh, billet.
Billet.
Yeah.
I think it looks fantastic.
It does.
Gets rid of some water lines, cleans everything up. Looks beautiful. Eventually, I think I want to have Sean at AO Customs.
He writes you love letters.
He writes me so nice things. Do the shavy thing on there. I've got the Eagle logo on the BIS screw cover. Funny story about that is that was my idea a little bit. I made the joke and he made the reality. So team effort, really.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy with how everything's coming together.
Yeah, it really does look good.
It's coming nice.
We're starting. The list is starting to get small.
Yeah,
we are still waiting on the hot parts.
Yes. Oh, hi, Max.
Max is here.
All right.
Bye, Max.
He approved. Yeah, the hot parts will be put on there. We have a couple extra safety things that we're going to be putting on. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
For now, here's where we are.
Yep.
And it's looking good.
We're just going to keep working.
Keep going. Oh, hey.
Whoa. What is that?
Got a new shifter. Got the Fat Boy Racing shifter in here.
Ooh, wait. Hey.
It's translation.
Oh, okay.
They're built in Malaysia, but
that makes sense.
Absolutely. It's able to be daily driven as well as the lockout. So you put it in first when you're going and racing, pull the pin, and it locks you into the gear that you want to go. So right now I'm in second. I cannot go back into first. It forces me into third. Going into fourth, I cannot go into second.
That's pretty nice.
Yes, and then once you're finished up, you just lift it up, you put the pin back in, and off you go. Yeah, it's very nice.
That's really nice.
Upgraded shifters, the
cables, yeah.
It does take quite a bit of adjustment. You have multiple points there on the actual cable ends themselves in here, as well as in the engine bay on the transmission side.
Yeah, so out here we did put some bushings on, or some washers on this, because these are sphericals here, just to keep the slop from moving. We do have, now we notice we've got a little play right there.
The last of the play.
So we'll take care of that. Billet Machine Works or something like that. We'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
That's where you can get those bushings if you don't want to wait 8 months for Dude's Custom.
Which are still good quality.
They are. They just take forever.
Yep.
So same deal here. You've got two washers and nuts to tighten this. It takes a lot of adjusting. This is an Evo 2 transmission, so this arm is a little different.
Yeah.
Than a 2G, which is a little more this way, and then a 1G, which is even longer, and they suggest you actually drill out a hole right here to put a new bolt through for this.
Right. Luckily, we didn't have to do any modifications, really, on the transmission side. We didn't really have to do any modifications. It was just the adjustments. The only modifications was on a 30-year-old chassis. We had bolts and stuff that actually wasn't good.
Got a couple long studs there.
Yeah, so what had happened was for the past 8 years, this has been broken off in there, and I've been running on 3 bolts only.
Oh.
When getting everything set up, the exact same thing happens. The threads just went bye-bye on this side. Yeah. So we just drilled all the way through, got some stainless bolts, made some studs, and it's fine.
That way we could get it really tight.
Yes, and
they have lock washers and Loctite on them. Blue Loctite.
Blue Loctite. I want to be able to remove it, but it's not going anywhere except for where the chassis goes.
Yeah.
It feels fantastic. The only stiffness is from the springs. It feels exactly how I would hope it would feel.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to drive this thing.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. It should quicken up your shifts just because you have more confidence.
Yeah. I'm really going to be able to smack them in the gear.
Yep, and you've got, no excuse.
Well, we'll think of something. I promise. There's always something.
It's not the car, right?
Never the car.
It's always the car.
No, it's never the driver. It's sometimes the car. A lot of times it's the weather.
Oh, it's the weather and the track.
I'm in Indiana. I cannot get good weather.
Great. Now they know where we live.
Can you cut?
Oh, yeah.
So
action.
It should be good. Action?
Action.
Perfect. We just got everything bled. We got the clutch bled, the clutch slipper bled, the brakes, and the staging brake. All of that bledded, done. It all feels really good.
It does.
Every part of the clutch system, aside from the pedal, now is new. While we had it apart, I had never changed the master cylinder, so we went ahead and got a new one of that.
Yeah.
Because we had everything apart now, and better to do it now. The clutch slipper seems to be working pretty good.
It does.
So we have it wired up.
You want to show us?
I'll go ahead and show us.
All right, we're gonna watch the slave cylinder down here. We're gonna watch the.
Whoa!
Watch that there, clutch fork.
All right, ready for slipper on?
Ready.
Ooh, nice. All right, clutch in. Oh.
Ooh, nice.
I dumped it.
Let me slow it down.
Ooh.
Do it again. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. So yeah, he's in there dumping it, and it's slowly releasing. So shut it off and show us normal.
And it's off.
Dump it. See that?
Feels like a dump. And back on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so slow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's stuck.
It's stuck.
Gotta, there it is.
Yeah, well, obviously we will tweak it on the road. This isn't a real way to adjust it.
No.
There's a procedure. Magnus has it all written up on the website, but
yeah,
it functions. We have functionality. We got it bled.
Proof of concept.
Yeah, we vacuum bled it, manual bled it, vacuum bled it, and
feels
with
good.
it on, with it off. There's a whole process.
We stopped getting air bubbles, and that's the point. Speaking of air, I went ahead and got the 1-Up intake air box.
Oh, that's nice. In black.
In black also. I didn't like the big hole that was there, and obviously separation of the heat and everything. And while I did that, I got their matching coolant overflow tank.
That looks nice.
I think it all looks nice.
It does. It definitely adds a level.
What I will tell you is
a level up.
I fought so hard to get that filter in. I'm never going to take it out.
No.
It is in there. It is one with the box.
Yep.
But it looks good. I cannot wait until we get the rest of the hot parts.
What filter is that?
K&N something.
It's a K&N, right?
Yeah, it's K&N. It's a lifetime filter.
It's a lifetime filter. We'll put the link
somewhere. You know,
you'll find it.
It's that one.
Right, it's right here next to Cooper's face.
So we're now just waiting on the hot parts to get here.
Hot parts?
The hot parts. The exhaust manifold.
Oh.
The O2 housing. That is not an O2 housing.
Nope.
And the downpipe.
And?
Well.
The dump.
Oh, yeah.
Wastegate dump.
The wastegate dump, too.
Yeah.
Obviously. They were fabbed up. They look amazing from the pictures and videos that I've seen. So once we get those in, that's just about it. We'll finish putting the intercooler lines on, which is going to be easy. We'll fill her up with fluids and start them up.
Yeah.
We're pretty much there.
Yeah, and what we're going to try and do, since it's going to be tough because we got a new clutch, but the engine, we're going to try and break it in hard. The tune should be the same. We didn't change too much. The manifold is going to be slightly different. Still tubular.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like going from stock to tubular, but we're going to try and just hit the road with this thing, and I'll just tune it on the fly, and we can try and break the engine in really well.
Yeah, because I want to make as many passes this year as is possible. Obviously, I don't want to rush it, but I want to get seat time. I really need seat time, especially with the new clutch slipper.
Yeah.
The new clutch itself. I gotta relearn. We gotta get to know each other again.
You do.
There's time. There's changes.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure you out.
So the quest for a 10-second streetcar.
It continues.
It continues, but we're on our way.
Oh yeah.
It's almost there.
It's here.
It's here.
It just has to be here and here.
And there.
And here.
Yeah.
So it has to be here.
Yep.
And here. And then I have to here.
Yeah.
And then I've got to release in here.
Yeah. Without falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be the way.
But that's how you get a 10-second pass.
It's that simple.
That's the formula.
Yes. That one.
Yeah. Nice shirt. Raven. Tunesandtunes.com. Pick you up one of them.
Yes. Get it. Get others. Get them all.
Get them all. All right.
Thanks for watching. In the next episode, we start the car. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Do you approve, Max? Don't lick the ground.